Should the New England Patriots draft a wide receiver or offensive tackle in the first round of the 2025 NFL draft? That is the controversial discussion that has been taking place amongst Patriots fans for months now, and the season's not even over. By the way, to all of you in the comment sections that are going to say, "Oh, Patriots Global, why do you look like you just attended Sunday church?" Okay, I look a little bit spiffy in this video and my last video because I had to record something for my sportscasting class in school. So that's why your boy looks a little bit different. But forget that. Let's just hop into the video. What is going on, Pats Nation? It's your boy Colby, also known as Patriots Global, back here with another controversial topic for today that I'm really excited to get into. But as always, appreciate you guys for clicking on today's video to hear me talk about some Patriots news. Today's video brought to you by BetUS. We'll talk to you guys a little bit later how you can get an exclusive limited time deal from them. On your way in, guys, please make sure you leave a big like on the video. Helps support me so much. Let's try to get this video to 200 likes. We got the best fan base in this nation, baby. The Patriots Global family. It is here. It is active. It is live. Let's show everybody and make sure you join the family, man. Subscribe to the channel for all your New England Patriots news. But should the Patriots go out? Should they get a wide receiver? Should they get an offensive tackle? Should they get the playmaker or the guy to protect Drake May? No matter what you feel, whether you want Travis Hunter, Tet McMillan, Will Campbell, or Kelvin Banks, first off, what the Patriots should do is trade down. Whether you want to hear that or not, that is the truth. This draft, to me, is not anything special. In fact, I'm already looking towards the 2026 draft because I think that it is way better than this one. Usually with good drafts, you can sit back and you can say, all right, I can pencil in the first 5 picks, maybe the first 10 picks. With this 2025 draft, I don't think you can even pencil in the first 3 picks. And essentially what I'm saying is, I don't think there's anybody in this draft class that is so dominant that is going to take the NFL by storm right away. And it is clear as day that they need to be taken this early. And the last thing that the Patriots, Gerard Mayo, Elliott Wolf can do is miss on this draft pick. This is a premier pick. Just like last year's selection with Drake May was a premier pick, it is the same thing. And with the Patriots having the worst roster in the NFL, being in the rebuild position that they are, if they whiff, if they just miss on this first round pick, it is going to set them back tremendously. And that brings up the question. Tackle, wide receiver. For me, what the Patriots need to do is they need to take the best player available. And maybe that's a cop-out answer. Maybe. But it goes back to the philosophy I just said. It doesn't matter what position they draft. They cannot draft for need. They need to draft bringing in the best possible talent, whether that is at wide receiver, offensive tackle. Man, I don't care if it is defensive tackle, edge rusher. I don't care if it's even cornerback. You need to make sure that you bring in a guy that you are confident that you can hit on, develop, and is going to be a difference maker. Don't go out there and draft Will Campbell just to say you're trying to address the offensive tackle. Don't go out there and get Tet McMillan just to say you're trying to address wide receiver 1. If you don't feel like that guy is going to come in and be an absolute elite game changer, then he is not worth taking in the top 10 point blank period. Real quick, though, you guys, want to give a massive shout out to the sponsors of this video over at BetUS. Right now, when you guys sign up, super quick, it takes less than 60 seconds. Your boy, of course, has done it to make sure it was actually legit and cool for you guys. And it is. You sign up, though. You use the promo code you see on the screen, YouTube150. That is YouTube150. You will lock yourselves into a limited time exclusive offer of a 150% sign up bonus on your first deposit, followed by 125% sign up bonus on your next 2 deposits, all the way up to $2,000. You guys heard that right. That is a deal on your first 3 deposits when you guys sign up right now and use the promo code YouTube150. And the deal doesn't stop there. BetUS will also give you a 200% crypto deposit bonus, 10% back on your net losses 2 times a year. So they got you covered for those of you who just clearly don't know how to bet, which is okay. It's okay. It's a learning process, but they can also give you right now your very own personalized account manager. They have live wagering on all major games and the best betting variety in the business. I'm not just talking about NFL games or even NFL futures like the NFL draft, upcoming NFL awards, but you can also use this deal on the NBA, on baseball, hockey, horse racing, fighting, politics, entertainment. We got the Grammys coming up, so you can really bet on that too if that's what you're into. They literally have the best betting variety on the damn platform. But make sure you guys play smart, play responsible, never bet more than you can afford to lose. But remember that supporting these sponsors, that supports the channel, supports me massively here at Patriots Global. Could not be out here giving you guys some of the best Patriots content out there, at least what I believe is some of the best Patriots content out there. But big shout out to BetUS. Now, again, we already established that I think the Patriots do need to trade back. I don't think that there is a player that deserves to be taken for this team in the top 5. I don't think they should go all the way back to 20, but at least trade down to a degree, get yourself extra draft capital. We know that Elliott Wolf has said in the past, the best way at hitting in the draft is by having more opportunities in the draft. To have more opportunities, you need more draft picks, and this is one of the best ways that they can do so. We also know that, again, recapping here, the Patriots should not draft off of need. They should draft off of who is the best player and who is going to be a difference maker for the team. Third off here, it is all going to depend on what they do in free agency. And maybe that's a bit of a cop-out answer, but if they go out there and they are getting T. Higgins or they make some other trade for a wide receiver 1, there is absolutely zero reason to go out there and get Travis Hunter or Ted McMillan or draft any other wide receiver in the first round. Because let's keep in mind, you have Javon Baker, you have Jalen Polk, both draft picks from last year. You signed Kendrick Bourne to a 3-year deal. It would be wrong of them to go out, get a number 1 a wide receiver via trade or in free agency, and then draft another one of those guys in the first round. That is not how you rebuild this team successfully. If they are going to go out and get a wide receiver 1, a T. Higgins, or who else it might be, then they need to go into the draft looking elsewhere, whether that is at tackle, whether that's at corner, whether that's at edge, whether that's at defensive tackle. But on the reverse side of things, if they go out there and somehow they are able to address offensive tackle, I don't know how they're going to do it. It would have to be via trade. But if they go out there and they address offensive tackle somehow, then there is no reason for us to go into this draft saying draft Will Campbell or draft Kelvin Banks. That's not to say that they shouldn't get an offensive lineman later in the draft, but when we're talking about first round specifically, there's no reason for them to do so. When it comes down to my own personal opinion on which do I value more with wide receiver or offensive tackle, you guys already know 10 out of 10 times I am going offensive line. I understand it's not the sexy thing. It's not the fun thing. But if you want to see this team be successful and you know even a glimpse about football, you would know that the second most important thing to address with a football team is the trenches. They got the quarterback. That was number 1. But if you had to ask yourselves, where are the Patriots struggling the most right now? That has been their Achilles heel all season. It's the trenches. It's the offensive line, and it is the defensive line. I also believe that the best way to get your return on investment from Drake May is by simply keeping him safe. Don't speed up that internal clock and ruin him, but also don't give him an offensive line to where he's going to have to run the ball constantly to get any type of offensive production and putting him in harm's way, potentially getting him injured, having him taking unnecessary hits that is going to shrink his NFL career. If they have a good offensive line, Drake May could play for 15 years. If he has a bad offensive line, maybe he only plays for 8. Maybe he only plays for 10 max. Not just that, but I've also think that we have seen with Drake May that he can excel in offense past its limitations. He's not going to be able to excel anything past its limitations if he doesn't have enough time to work through his mechanics, to work through his dropbacks, or even for his wide receivers to get through their routes and get in and out of their breaks. Honestly, the offensive line doesn't just help out Drake May, but it's going to help out the receivers too. Allow these guys to have another second, two, maybe even three to get through their routes, find the soft spots in a defense, and be able to make a play. I think one of the biggest issues with the Patriots offense right now, especially with their receivers, is that we are asking these guys to get open in a split second. And realistically, we don't have anybody on the roster that's going to be able to do that, at least on a consistent basis. With a better and improved offensive line, too, it's not just going to help out Drake May. It's not just going to help out this passing game, but it's also going to help out the running game significantly. It goes back to getting the return on your investment. This past offseason, the Patriots extended Ramondre Stevenson and they signed Antonio Gibson to multi-year deals. The run game has been struggling, but the run game is also heavily based off of the offensive line and wide receivers' ability to open up blocks for these running backs to get through. And right now, they haven't done so. Let's remember, week one, Ramondre Stevenson had 120 rush yards. 119 of those came after contact. So again, there are some caveats on this very loaded question, but if it came down to wide receiver or offensive tackle, which one would I make a bigger priority for the Patriots in this draft and really this offseason in general? It's the offensive line. Patriots have had the worst offensive line every single week so far in the 2024 NFL season. In 2023, they had the worst pass blocking offensive line according to every single pass blocking offensive metric. Same thing this year. In fact, right now, the Patriots are trending towards having one of the worst pass blocking and just offensive lines in general in NFL history. That is the bigger problem right now compared to wide receiver, whether we want to face that or not. But guys, this is where I kick it to you. I know a lot of you are going to tell me I'm wrong, but I want to know your opinion. Do you guys think that they should prioritize wide receiver or offensive tackle more as we enter the offseason process? Let me know in the comment section below. Remember to leave a big like on the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news. Another big shout out to BetUS. Make sure you guys check them out for that exclusive offer. But until next time, go Pats.